Okay. Well, now we got that going on. Now we're doing a whole nother thing. It's 36 minutes of dog shit. You see that, YouTube? 36 minutes of dog shit. Alright, well, fuck War Thunder. I'm done playing that trash for a while. Until it gets its shit straight. Dog water game. I swear to God. Okay, well, I quit the dog water game known as War Thunder. Complete dog water shite. And we're right back over here. Currently have shaving cream and tear gas grenade launcher.
Wah! Wah! Hey, that was fun!
Well, before I do any of that, I do need to go into my settings, graphical settings. Come on, dude. Stop screwing with me. Really? That's all you have is the choice between high and low?
Do you remember how to get to the TV station?
I think we usually drive there. In the car.
I smell crime.
I think that's grime.
I smell crime.
I think that's grime.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go to Sybil's first. Alien love triangle.
Hey guys.
How about another quick analysis?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
1.
Sounds like inverse paranoia to me.
What don't you mean by that?
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Uh-uh. No thanks. No dice. No can do. Nah. Nope. Uh-uh. No thanks. No dice. You look like you could use a shave.
What?
Whoops. Nothing. Paging Dr. Dover.
Stop that.
Is there really anybody on the other end of that thing?
I'd look pretty silly if there wasn't.
Is there really anybody on the other end of that thing?
I'd look pretty silly if there wasn't.
That would hardly be sporting. Nah. Nah.
Hey, you're fogging my glasses. Quit it.
Wah! Wah! Hey, that was fun! Wah! Hey, that was fun!
Okay. I think I've had my fill inside of this room of shooting him. Well, I'm just gonna do Sam and Max. Get in the bar, Stoso. De Soto.
Where are we going, Sam?
No place. Never mind.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
I gotta ruin some lives, Sam. Let's go.
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy. There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
Need a broom, little buddy?
I don't use brooms, Sam. I necessitate the use of them.
I hope that's just a prop.
I hope it isn't.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how you'll crash and burn.
Yeah. Hey, Max.
What is it, Sam?
Any idea what cheap ripoff of an already lackluster show gets filmed on this set?
Even money says it's something tasteless or tawdry, but preferably both.
Let's boogie, little buddy.
Lights, camera, double-barreled action.
That's more fun when somebody's watching. That's more fun when somebody's watching. That's more fun when somebody's watching. Hey, Max.
What is it, Sam?
Let's boogie, little buddy.
Lights, camera, double-barreled action.
Interesting.
Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station? I don't want to make anybody mad.
Okay, then we'll just bust a cap on this biatch and call it a day.
That would hardly be sporting.
What you talking about? Shooting a human individual is sporting. They'll never see it coming.
No can do. Nah. Nope. Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, Hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most
already had
insubstantial
one.
of reasons. That truly is the American dream. See you later.
This conversation is a wrap.
The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
Clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it.
Is that it?
Once used for apples, now used for derrieres.
Hey, actors only back there.
But we're police.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Midtown Cowboys, that-a-way. That's more fun when somebody's watching. Hello again.
Yes?
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name? Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
No.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me Rabbit.
Hey.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad.
Okay.
Cut! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm not hiring a dog who can't even do a simple rapidity scene.
I don't know what went wrong. I was feeling so rabid.
You look pretty disease-ridden to me.
Come back after you've taken a few thousand acting lessons.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack at that audition?
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Ready, Sam? Show me Rabbit. Cut! Quit stalling and act rabid.
I don't know how I could be any more rabid.
You have to be frothing at the mouth. Contract rabies if you have to, but don't come back until you can froth.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack at that audition?
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Ready, Sam? Show me Rabbit.
I only have one more prop.
Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you, thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max, you've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad, you're despondent, you're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief. Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
A demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism, such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired.
Funny.
Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's
That
hurry,
is
Sam.
wild.
We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Well,
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. Celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
that is so comically funny. Actually, it looks sort of like their house.
Weren't you
But if
just...
it turned into
I think she
SpongeBob.
just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay,
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no cows policy.
devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Wow.
Ad lib.
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
Let's take
Can
a
we
break.
take 5?
The Screen Actors Guild will break my knuckles if I say no, so go ahead.
I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. Hey, bossy. How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode!
Best leave it turned off then. These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as usual.
Set's
Competitive
active
horseshoe
according
skipping
to
is a
that red
thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way. Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Who's never going to be a millionaire?
Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology. Helped millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums.
Right, the stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine, but if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How'd you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How'd you know we came for Myra?
Oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well,
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. 6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else. Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else. Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me, do me.
Oh my. And that's unspeakably depraved.
Yeah, you got it. Wow, you're amazing.
Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre. No, mauve. Burnt sienna.
How about a color I've heard of, Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Do blue, Hugh.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking. Is it real, or is it illusion?
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies. So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
It's
Green.
not easy being green.
Oh, but it is with magic.
Ah.
How about another picture, Hugh Bliss?
How about this? Instead of a new picture, we'll just recycle the old one. Save the Earth.
Sure, whatever.
Gather round.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Red, Fred.
Ooh.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my. How about Prismatology is the answer. Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too. That's 10.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
Emetics.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness.
Already got a copy. I read it every morning on the can.
Multicolored happiness indeed.
Yep, because it's brown.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Return to your usual albinic hue.
Wow.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, but it is with magic.
Yay.
Ah.
Bye.
Director.
Sam, I've just deduced a vital piece of information in the case. That is where the director sits.
And people say you've been mailing it in. That's where I'd stand if I were the host, which I'm not. Who's never going to be a millionaire?
Good old WARP, where no horse is so dead they can't beat it a few more times.
How about another picture, Hugh Bliss?
Of course, gather round.
Hi, Mom. See you later.
That's a wrap.
Let's go back to Cowboy Town sitcom and head our way down to Sybil's.
I just don't see how you can sing and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Did we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine. Take a seat.
Goody! I get to sing!
Welcome back to Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Well, that was a bit sloppy, but I particularly liked how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
I'm definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother.
Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Yay!
Okay, that's useful.
Can I look at these?
Sure, take 'em. I've got them memorized. Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive. Was that your mug?
No, it was here when I got here, last week.
Ew. Once used for apples, now used for derrieres.
Where are you going, man? Yeah, Max is over there, huh?
Fascinating. Hey, can I try my pipes out on this thing?
Go right ahead. Frankly, we can use all the contestants we can muster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Oh my god.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call... Bottleneck on the Freeway of Doom.
That sounds like something you'd say.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
And let's hear from our judges.
Bravo! Your wobbly tenor is way better than Peeper's shrill squawking.
Your stylings are quite interesting, but I noticed you never really hit a high note. Peepers is still getting my vote.
You sing beautifully, and your lyrics are enchanting. But Peepers is my brother, so I pretty much have to vote for him.
Oh.
Remember, folks, on Embarrassing Idol, the decision of the judges must be unanimous. Stay tuned for more exciting action after this.
And we're cut. It's okay to sing again if you want to, by the way. Could improve your chances.
What's with the pool of water?
It's acid, brain freeze. Don't you ever watch the show?
Come on, Max. We've done our job. Now we gotta give her this fake photo. We took a picture with a Galian. Civil.
Hey guys.
We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Oh, I am.
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper. Available at newsstands now.
Well, time to go see if that's true. That was genuinely fun.
It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do. We're famous.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Begin?
Yay.
No thanks. No dice.
Let's go to Bosco's Inconvenience.
Hello.
Let me show you something.
Stand back, rogues! Ruffians! Rubbish mongers!
Nicotine products, $50. $1 lotto. Refreshments, small, medium, way too much for $3.50. Voice modulator, $1 million, huh?
Let me show you something.
Stand back, rogues!
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Utter rot! Complete twaddle! Total tripe!
Hey, Bosco, we've retrieved your precious shaving cream.
Jolly good show! Jolly good!
Now, if you're wondering about the reward money, yes, we do accept personal checks and all major credit cards.
No, as a reward for retrieving the can of shaving cream, I hereby grant you a can of shaving cream.
Gee, thanks. Hello, sir.
What ho, old beans?
We want to buy something.
Quite so.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 1 million American dollars.
We'll be back later once we find a way to become millionaires.
Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
Thanks, Bosco.
Doodle pip, tinkety talk.
Where are we going, Sam?
No place. Never mind.
Oh, this is going to be a little hard to do. But at least I figured it out. Thanks for tuning in to Wobbly Rigs. Wobbly Rig will probably start live streaming something of the sorts. Maybe more War Thunder content, but just creating of the skins and showing you how to work it out through Photoshop for anyone who doesn't know how to do it. You can get a free 7-day trial of Photoshop, but if you want to have it year-round, it's about 114 something. It's a lot cheaper, which would essentially make it like $9 a month or something like that. Or you could pay $20 a month on a monthly subscription system, but I wouldn't recommend that. But just to make sure, I want to make sure that's accurate. Let's see. Let's see where it says change my plan. I think my password is ridiculous, so let's see. Okay, yeah, that was the correct implementation. So for a plan of, what is this, Photoshop? What's photography plan? Get lighting room classic, Photoshop, and 20 gigs of cloud storage, 1 terabyte available. Show more. Plus 12 free apps. So with Photoshop, if I get the Photoshop for $20.99 a month, it's 100 gigs of cloud storage, which I really don't need cloud storage, to be honest. All I really need is centralized access to all files, to create a caption, organize, edit, add watermarks, centralized color preferences, add, even upload photos to Adobe Stock. Nope. SubExpress is a mobile photo editing app. Don't need it. Create enhanced photographs. Illustrate and 3D artwork. Adobe Lightroom Classic gives you all digital photography tools. Power of the Lightroom in the palm of the hands. So right now with Photoshop included, Spark Video, create compelling short videos in minutes. Adobe Fresco. Love to draw and paint. Photoshop. So my current plan comes with Fresco. Photoshop, Premiere Rush, everything you need for creating and sharing videos online. Plan to offer Premiere Rush on iPhone, Android phones, premium content. Then you got, that's Premiere Rush Mobile, Premiere Rush all-in-one solution for creating, sharing videos on mobile platform, desktop services, and up to 100 gigabytes of storage. So for $20 a month, I actually do get Premiere Rush besides that. So Adobe apps, let's see, right now I have Premiere Rush, so I need to put in Premiere Rush so that way I could start doing what I need to do, adding my Wobbly logo here and there instead of using numerous other things. So it's a bit of a nightmare now that I looked at it. While I take a look at this, let's see. It should show up here at some point. And there we go, Premiere Rush. So now I could do some photo editing or font editing. Photoshop Express, Adobe, see desktop, Premiere Rush, try, or I can buy it, After Effects, Lightroom. What else is there? Animate in real time, which I'm going to do that one. Adobe Express. Don't really need to edit any photos or anything like that. My current Adobe account plan. Premiere Rush, Adobe Fresco, and Photoshop on the go. And I got 12 web apps, which are not very useful, but also include PDF service. So in perspective, that's just that. So I got about 5 days to figure certain things out. Other than that, I think this would basically be the basis of what I'm going to be working towards and working on. I'm not sure if I can capture the Adobe app, but let's see if I can. What I want to do first is open up the, let's see, need to go up one folder, and we need to create, let's change the general design for the XM803. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to copy all the XM803 files. And we're going to rename it as the Wobbly XM803. And that'll be the name of the skin for the vehicle, wherever that went. It went all the way to the bottom. Okay, now we're going to open this up. Going to click here. We're going to try to capture Photoshop in its glory, I guess, if I even can. Is this correct? I don't think this is correct. I guess it would be a lot harder to capture it. Okay, we'll leave that one blank. We'll put another capture. Switch it over to the scene, put it back under the game capture, click it to capture a specific window, War Thunder. It is now captured War Thunder. I am now in the American tech tree. Okay, now we're back on the American tech tree. Gonna right click over here. Right now I have no skins available for it. Now, here comes the complicated part. Just to see if it actually applied itself. And now, Wobbly XM803 skin. And just like that, the XM803 now has a hexagonal camouflage on it. Looks entirely different from what it originally did. And this is a user-created skin. Of course, the apparatus of the armored vehicle does change it a bit, so do keep in mind that when it comes to changing the generalized skin, that there are parts of the tank you may have to alter if you don't want it to interfere with your logos. And just like that, instantly the Wobbly XM803 is in existence. My logo is here, the skin is officially changed, and it's got this robust winter hexagonal color. And now it looks like that. We're going to click on test drive and we're going to get a good look at it in the battlefield. This is what it looks like in the battlefield. If you're wondering something, using an XM803 to combat T90s and T80s is sort of dicey. So if you're hoping for a one-hit kill, well, I'm going to tell you this much. That might not be guaranteed. So, yeah, there you go. Wobbly XM803. Considering these vehicles were the prototype basis for the M1 Abrams design and everything, and they consisted of literal XM1 functions and equipment, here's what made them unique. Now for anyone wondering about the XM803, the 551 Sheridan, and everything, because these tanks had featured the same gun, if I'm not mistaken. One was a short barrel and one was long barrel, basically a full-size barrel. These guns did have a missile launcher, and they did have the ability to fire the same missile, the Shillelagh. They had the ability to fire the Shillelagh ATGM, which would be number 3 over here in my ammunition lineup. And Wobbly's logo is all over.
The enemy tank has been destroyed. Yes, a hit.
Just like that. Okay, we're done basically showcasing that I changed the skin to my tank, and the final end result is the Wobbly XM803. It's got Wobbly's logo all over it, from his channel art. Essentially, this is what it is. Let's see, the XM150E5. Well, let's take a look at the Sheridan. The 152mm gun/launcher M81. 551 Sheridan. If it fired its conventional ammunition, it would damage the barrel and it wouldn't be able to shoot the anti-tank guided missile system. So if it shot its primary ammunition, you couldn't shoot the missile in real life because the barrel would have been warped. It would have damaged the alignment system used for aligning the missile. This was ironed out in the XM803 and the MBT-70 if I'm not correct. But at the same time, I believe the same presidents actually followed them. So that's where the Starship came in. The M60A2 Starship. This tank was created with a 152mm M162 gun. At least that's what it says on paper. And that's what it says on military doctrines. Again, it faced a similar issue. If you fired the primary armament of heat rounds, high explosive and heat rounds, you couldn't shoot the missile. Again, fired shillelagh rockets. And although this vehicle has a ridiculous amount of freaking armor protection, including its variable dimensional armor, this thing definitely was the weirdest thing I've ever faced in War Thunder. And this is one of the most tanks that is not a rare vehicle, but I rarely see the M60A2 in combat anywheres in War Thunder. So if you're hoping to see this in War Thunder, this thing is rare, like seeing the mouse come out of hiding. I don't even see these things, the M60A2s. I'll never see the Starship out and about, but I do see the M60A1s, the Rise, and the TTS models, and the first iteration of the M60. And I see M48s, M46s. I rarely see the M47. I haven't seen that in a long time. The M26, also known as the T26. So this is the Pershing, M26 Pershing, and its prototype, the T25. I think I did a skin for this one if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. The T26E1 has a longer reload rate. However, the firepower you're getting out of it is a lot better than the Pershing, with only 175. You only get 287 maximum, and that's with APCR. On the T25 tank, you're only getting a maximum of 287 and 162 from its original gun. With the T26, you're getting 211, 13 with the high explosive, 224 with APCBC, T44 shot, 336mm armor pen. Of course, the T34 tank does come after it, and it has a 120mm T53 cannon. And although the gun takes a long time to reload, this is a formidable tank for its BR. 283 at close range and 306 with pretty good velocity on those pieces of ammunition. 29mm for its high explosive round. This is a heavy tank. Now do keep in mind, this heavy tank itself does cost a lot of money once you start getting blown up, but in its stock form, it's pretty inexpensive. 7,200. Its later variations of the T-32, they're nice to drive around, but again, because they're heavy tanks, you want to stay a distance from smaller vehicles once you get to around 7.0. The T-26E1, you'll see it between 7.0 and 7.7 due to its reliability. The M103, this vehicle might have been completely useless in the idea, but during the time the United States needed a reliable cannon, so they had the M103s in service, and M103s have seen combat in the United States. So this was a workhorse up until like I think the 60s or the 90s, and then after that M103s were pulled off the shelf and were basically shelved altogether. But they still had an infantry fighting role for some time. They were support tanks for long-range strike marks and high explosive use. So they fired high explosive rounds as well. So they were used for mobile artillery and mobile anti-tank operations. They also provided numerous useful functions like firing smoke shells. to help troops blend in. The M103s were around. Although the M1 Abrams and all that stuff was around, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first tank to officially touch down before Operation Desert Storm and all that Kuwait BS happened, the M103s touched down in the Middle East, along with its other variations, the T-26 and the M26 Pershings, along with the M46 and M47s, its M48 and M60 variations had touched down before the Abrams ever touched the soil over there. People believe the M1 Abrams to be the first tank to touch the soil in the Middle East. Unfortunately, it was not the first American tank to touch the soil in the Middle East. That award goes to literally everything sitting from basically rank IV to V, and a little bit of IV with the M2 Bradleys, not the M3 variations. Now, for anybody wondering about the authenticity of that stuff, you can go ahead and look it up, but the internet likes to warp information. A lot older tanks that were from America had touched down in the Middle East before the idea of the M1 was ever given the idea and go ahead to go touch the Middle East soil. Because the number one thing America worried about when sending their most precious advanced battle tank over to an unknown territory where it could possibly be stolen was that they couldn't run that risk. So it didn't touch down until like way later, but it did get there. It was not there in the beginning like everyone says. Never believe what it is. Older vehicles were there prior. If you look around in that country and you look at the ground, dig around here and there, you might find a chassis of an M1 tank sitting in the sand, where it was forgotten or it ran out of gas or the tracks were destroyed. It's a lot of uncharted territory in the Middle East and in Afghanistan and Kuwait and a lot of those little places out there. It's a lot of uncharted territory for the United States, and even that country itself has uncharted territory. The reason why it remains uncharted is because the people that they send out there to go do the charting and writing down all the necessary information of the landscape usually end up getting executed or killed, or they never return. And that's sort of sad, but that's because there are people there and likely organizations you don't want nothing to do with, including wanted criminals living there that are wanted internationally. So people end up missing over there. So if you want to be a map charter, be careful where you're charting because you might not come back. It's the same thing in the United States. There are parts of the US and parts of Montana that if you go there, they'll tell you you can go there at your own risk. The police won't come to help you because you're not worth the trouble. Thanks for tuning in with Wobbly. Wobbly had to end this live stream anyways because, well, I'm tired. Then I gotta go check some emails and make a few phone calls about a career opportunity. Thank you all and have a blessed Saturday, early morning or whatever. Watch some cartoons, go outside, play football mexicano, si quieres. You know, como se me da. Have a nice day.